ahead.
Good.
Hey everybody, part 2 of the rules for the $10,000 to win Demolition Derby, April 19th, 20th, and 21st, here at May Valley Speedway, 6 miles north of Lamar, Colorado. Okay, we ended up on the leaf springs were the last thing that we talked about in the last video. Like I said, we'll go over them again. Only factory springs allowed, no homemade springs, no helper springs, 2 brackets per leaf spring per side, front or rear. Of course, if you have a 4-wheel drive, you have all 4 leaves, which is totally cool, you know. And like I said, the brackets can be no thicker than 1/4 inch metal by 2-inch strap or plate, and they have to have 3/8 bolts, grade 8, 2 bolts per bracket maximum. No exceptions. If you have more than a factory number leaves and a 1/2 ton or a 3/4 ton, you will not run. Don't change the leaves, don't add packs, don't do nothing like that. This is a simple factory run derby for a reason. For your rear end, only factory rear end of the truck, no swapping rear ends. Don't put a 3/4 ton and a 1/2 ton rear end, or a 1/2 ton truck, excuse me. No turning over rear ends, only factory setup position. Welded posi, of course, or true posi allowed. That's fine. However you want to do it, everybody's got to have posi track in the rear end to be able to get around in the mud. That's totally understandable. Welding. Only doors, tailgate, or cargo doors may be welded along with the cage and halo bars. That's it. No exceptions. No welding the bumpers to the bumper brackets or to the frame in any way. If the frame has any weld on it, you will not run. No welders allowed in the pits. No exceptions. After your first heat and you make it to the main event or you're getting ready for the consolation heats, bring extra parts. All these trucks are totally available that you can get parts generally anywhere, any junkyard, any kind of auto store, anything like that will have the parts for you to be able to get them, so you won't need a welder. I know welders help, and you can weld in brackets and pieces and weld this and that and the other down, but not on this one, okay? Let's see. Bring spare parts and your welder's not needed. Paint. Front doors must be contrasting color to body. Only your numbers and your driver's name allowed on the front doors and the roof. Big contrasting colors, easy to read. Your numbers need to be at least 18 inches tall. No vulgarities or cussing allowed anywhere on the body. This is a family show. This is a family deal. We're going to have videos. We're going to make a DVD for this, so I can't have crazy stuff around because I want to get as much action of every truck and talk to every driver and go over their vehicles as we possibly can. This is a show for the drivers, okay? Let's see. Sponsors may be anywhere else on the front other than the doors and the roof. Your wheels must have an X painted all the way across them in a contrasting color of the wheels. That way we know when your wheels are turning, because we want to know if you try to stop in case somebody tries to put their driver's door in front of you. I know how that happens. I know how it happens. Okay, driver protection. You may install a 4-bar cage, meaning a bar across the dash, bar behind your seat, and then of course a bar on the inside of your passenger door, a bar on the inside of your driver's door. Some people call it a 4-point cage. Some people call it, a 4-bar cage. That's what I'm going to call it, as a 4-bar cage. One across the dash, one across the inside of your passenger door, one across the inside of your driver's door. Like I said, one across your back. You'll have your outer door bars with you as well. We want this to keep you safe. Like I said, I'm not here to get anybody hurt. We want to have a really good show and everybody to have a chance to win money and be able to drive home. See, all 4 bars may be welded together and welded to the cab on the corners of all your bars. Put a bracket in there if you want to, a gusset or 2, making sure that the cage stays in place. I'm fine with that, guys. I'm not asking you to not weld it in there and keep it safe. I just don't want huge bars running every which way and doing that stuff, because that'll get you disqualified. It's going to be an easy weld, and it's not that hard to get a 4-bar cage in there, weld it in, and not have 18 different bars and brackets and gussets going everywhere. Okay? Let's see. Of course, halo bar may run from the roof to the floorboard and attach to the floorboard, but not to the frame. 3-inch bar maximum, no exceptions. No full cages, no extra bars whatsoever besides the one coming from your front bar to the back bar. If you guys want to run your shifter up there, like I said, that's fine with me. Halo bars may be attached to the cage bars as well. Your helmet, your eye protection, your gloves, your working seatbelt, and fire extinguisher within the driver's reach are mandatory. There are no exceptions. If you don't have a helmet that's up to date, you don't have your eyeglasses, which, I don't want you to have to wear your, eye vision glasses unless you have them prescribed or whatever, but you've got to have some kind of eye protection because the infield is clay. So it'll be big chunks coming at you, and they'll be hard chunks. So, all right. Let's see here. If your cage is built more than stated in these rules, you will not run. I'm not going to have you sitting over there cutting out bars for 2 hours trying to be able to make it into the Derby. We're not going to put everybody behind because this is going to be a fast ran Derby. We're going to keep everybody going. We're going to keep the crowd excited. That's the way we're going to do it. Running in the heats, there will be 10 heats, 15 drivers per heat. This is if we hit the 150 truck cutoff. Okay. Top 2 drivers from each heat will advance to the main event. After you qualify for the main event, your truck will be confiscated until Sunday morning. I know that scares a lot of people, but that means I'm going to put them in like the bullpen, whatever you want to call them. Bring tarps. Bring tarps to cover your truck. Bring tarps to cover all that stuff. That way when it's there, if it rains or something like that, we don't have to worry about your truck, okay? I know that's a big concern, and it's really easy to bring a couple extra tarps and just cover everything up. I will allow you to cover your vehicle up in the pit when it's done after you've won your heat because I'm fine with it being safe, okay? And we will have people walking around checking all the time to make sure that nobody messes with your trucks, okay? And then Sunday morning, everybody will get their trucks back, and you will have several hours. I'm hoping like 6 hours at least to get your truck fully ready to go, and everybody will get their trucks at the same time. That way, we have equal time for everybody to get their stuff ready. 5 consolation heats. I don't know how many trucks will beat each consolation heat. Same thing, 2 cars from each consolation heat, so a total of 30 trucks in the main event. Okay. 30 seconds to make real contact, 2 minutes if you're stuck or not running. To make real contact, once your time is up, break your stick immediately. It's over. No deliberate head-ons. I'm not a fan of head-ons because it can get hurt. If you do, both drivers will be out. Okay, unless you're trying to turn out of it, man. If you're both turning out of it, it's understandable. Okay, that's how it happens. Okay, just turn out of it and get away from it. And if that happens, then it's okay. I understand both are trying to turn out of it. If one dude comes full speed and doesn't turn out of it, and the other one does, then the one who's coming full speed and doesn't turn out of the head-on, you're going to be out. If you, like I said, accidental contact, it's understandable. Don't use your driver's door as a guard. If you do, you'll get a warning. If you do again, the person who hits you in the driver's door, if it's a bump or something like that, they're not going to be disqualified. No deliberate driver's door head-ons, anything like that. Hitting the driver's door is illegal, but if somebody's using it as a shield, then we're not going to fine you or get you out of it because you accidentally bump into someone, but you better brake. You better hit your brakes. Okay. If it gets down to the end and a couple trucks are stuck together, what? Okay. If it gets to the end and a couple trucks are stuck together, we'll pull you guys apart and give everybody a chance to go. Okay, and we'll go over all this in the drivers meeting too, as far as that goes. Like I said, bring extra parts, bring extra chain, bring extra wire if you need to, whatever, because we'll have a drivers meeting and we'll discuss if after the first heats and when you make it through, if you can use a little more chain or wire to hold the beds down or something like that. We'll figure all that out. If you have a Suburban and has cargo doors, exterior welds only all the way around is fine. Same thing with the strap, 2-inch strap only, 1/8-inch stick. See, these rules are made by me for a reason. I've had a lot of people complaining, a lot of people mad at me about these rules, and I really don't care. These rules are for my Derby for a reason, because I want this Derby to be something that every person who wants to Derby, okay, every person who wants to Derby, every person who wants to get back into Derby and can do it without having to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a truck to be able to qualify. I mean, and then 2 or 3 months to build it. I love watching those derbies to where you can bring a tank, like what is it, Blizzard Bash or whatever. That thing is awesome, and people build unbelievable tanks for that thing, and that derby is awesome. But this one, these style of derbies are not. These are like I almost want to call this an amateur derby, but I know a lot of heavy hitters are going to come to this one too because it's $10,000 to win. One class. A lot of other derbies have $28,000, $30,000 purses, and that's awesome. But those purses are split up between 5 and 6 classes of vehicles. So guess what? You only win $4,000, maybe at the most $5,000 if you're lucky. So
10.
Huh?
10.
Okay. Like I said, if your truck is found to be illegal and it's something major that has to be cut out, welds on the cab, welds on the bed, something like that, you will be told that you can't run. If it's something stupid like extra chain somewhere wrong or something like that, then we're going to let you go through. You know, if it's something stupid you can easily take out in 5 minutes, that's not a big deal. A lot of these say no exceptions, but if it's something stupid where you make a mistake, then it's going to be all right. Okay? The chain on your hood is in 8 spots. It's not that hard to go over. Like I said, if you have anything else on these rules, just let me know. I can email them to you. Like I said, we're going over them on the video, all that stuff. No drugs or alcohol on the pits or the stands. It's a family event, obviously. And if you, like I said, if you have bad stuff with your truck or any Suburban or whatever, and you come in and it's not easily fixable, then you're not going to be allowed to run. And yes, you will be refunded your money. If you want to just go and be done and don't want to watch, then you'll get all your money back. I'm not trying to make money off of you and not have you put on a show. The whole reason for you guys to come is to put on a show. I know the drivers make the show. I know the drivers make this happen. So that's why we're doing it this way. Any questions, hit me up here at Full Metal Chaos or Netherton Customs and Auto Recycling at yahoo.com. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all of your likes and all of you subscribing to the video. If you have any questions, hit me up. And thank you so much for everything. Like I said, like this video, hit like and subscribe. It helps out. Thanks. Bye.